some other shit, but it's like, I
No,
mean,
I
this
heard it's
this shit came out of nowhere. So there's like,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
they got the
woke up
bottles and
when I
stuff
woke
on
up and
there,
seen that shit. I didn't know who the fuck that was.
right? Because
So
yeah,
is
they were
there a
talking
chance it is
about
Kendrick?
Hey, cool. I have a question for you, bro.
What's up?
Um, so there's a lot of talk about Drake trafficking, right? How far into that do you know? This is some of the shit that we've been doing research on. You
Hold on,
yeah,
say
we've
it
been
again.
digging.
some of the trafficking shit that Kendrick was accusing him
Oh,
of.
well,
Yeah,
that
the
shit
dog
stems
shit.
from Baca, bitch
Mm,
ass. I don't know. I don't know Baca. Like, so he got a actual like open. He got a his information is public information, but he from Canada or well, I think he from Canada. But if he from America, is hidden. But
mm-hmm,
if it's from Canada, I don't know where his case is. So
mm-hmm,
Kendrick knows something that I don't know. That's another thing.
Yeah, pretty sure
mm-hmm,
Baca's case was in Canada because we were doing digging on Baca. We saw shit about Dutch Valley. We were seeing shit Potter Paper.
Yeah,
We were seeing
yeah, I
shit
don't
about
have
when
his
Skepta
paperwork.
and Drake were doing shit in the UK.
Omerta?
Yeah, Omerta and all that shit.
Pakistan, Russia.
Yeah,
Crazy,
them niggas,
man.
they was doing some dirty shit because I'm like, okay,
Right.
everybody know me. I'm cool. Like, I'm the nigga that beat niggas up. So all my cases in America, I'm from America. I'm from Chicago. I've been on probation for like 10 years. Everybody can see my shit. My shit not hidden or because like all my shit was like going to jail for drugs or fighting. That's how I got pulled in. I'm basically the protection. Everybody try to ask me,
Oh,
"Oh, what's Cooley's connection and all this shit?" I said, "I'm from Chicago, and his family is from Chicago." And basically, I got called. I never was even supposed to be in the music shit. I just got pulled in because I'm a rapper. People thought I was clout chasing at first, but my role in the whole beef was like, don't let nobody mess with Wit or fucking like his like Miss Duckworth. Though that's my family. Those are my little. That's the. She's like my mom to me. Like Miss Duckworth is like my mom. So I'm like, I'm not TDE or PG Lang. So I don't know where people was trying to date. People with the fans are so dumb. That's why I said Kendrick was actually wrong about something. They are very dumb. They could not connect me to the beef.
Oh,
I said y'all was scrambling so hard, y'all couldn't even find the connection between me and Kendrick because I'm not TDE or PG Lang. I kept telling them that. I said, why do y'all keep saying that? I am Stash Brothers. If you have followed me for the last 10 years, I am a Chicago nigga and my homies are from Detroit. I said, why do you think Kendrick art is tied to us? If you're a real Kendrick fan, look up where his parents are from and you will see the connection. Why do you think LA? Do you know how far LA is away from Chicago? That is a long way. So make the connection. If you smart and listen to the music, where is the connection between me and Kendrick? It's Chicago. That's where his fucking family is from. They lived in the Taylor Home projects. Are you retarded? They stupid. They goofy as fuck. And they know what they're talking about. And then you got these fucking squares like Jared who just started listening to fucking Drake in 2015 that's talking shit. I said, bro, I will take that fucking chain off your chest and we'll rap about it. I swear to God. Him and Beam, they both some bitches. And I said, man, shut up, bro. Y'all shut up. Just please shut up for one time. Because y'all don't know what's going on. That's why Kendrick said it's deeper. It shit could get deep in the family, Crody. It's way deeper than LA.
do you know what's going on with Zach Bia?
Zach is the nigga who was controlling the social media shit. But that's who was. I don't know if y'all was following me or any of y'all saw what happened like a week ago when I was predicting everything that was going on. They thought I was just making like smart guesses. I said, no, nigga, I am. I see. I'm looking at him, and they was like, how did Cooley beat the bots? I said, you know how I beat him? I said it's called people power. It's the same thing Kendrick got.
cool.
Kendrick,
You mind if I ask you something?
yeah, go ahead.
Um, based off what you know, and I mean, if you can't answer anything, I understand. But based off what you know about the situation, what do you see in the future for Drake or OVO in general?
If Drake says anything else about Kendrick, he's going to get at least one song, and it's going to ruin his shit.
Did they
And
have a
you're saying
video for Not Like Us?
It's going to be Not Like Us is this is the shit I've been telling people for like a week and a half. All the songs y'all heard are jabs. This is not the rabbit hole that he's talking about. Kendrick is just punching this nigga and just like he's basically giving him a wedgie so far. He's not even like whooping his ass yet. He's basically saying, "Oh, you a nerd and you a bitch." He's not actually like slap boxing with him good. He's basically this is like a how can I explain it? It's like I'm just punching you in the stomach right now. I'm not even like stomping on you yet. That's really what it is. Because if it's this is an exclusive. Now I probably said this already, but it's 5 songs in the tuck already. He do not want to hear those 5 songs. They tapped out. And everybody on Twitter is talking about, Top and Punch tapped out. I said, those are street niggas. Top and Punch are street niggas. Those are not industry niggas. These is street dudes. When they tell us to stop, we stop. I'm from the streets, and even I listen to Top and Punch. When Top and Punch say stop, me and Daylight always shut up.
So do you think there's like something going on between labels or?
Yes, it's the labels. It's politics. They was mad. This is the first time in music history a major has lost to an independent. This is why they called timeout. It wasn't a quit. It was a white flag by Drake camp because everybody lost. I beat Bean because he didn't want to come and see me because it was another rumor. Remember the rumor I told y'all was going around that Bean was supposed to be the like I guess this is what I know from my knowledge. Family Ties was supposed to be the so-called nuke that was supposed to ruin us, right? When that didn't work, Bean was supposed to come out and see me. I was involved the whole time, but because I was so vocal, Bean never wanted to see me because Bean was like, well, if Kendra's writing that shit, Cooley must be in back of him with even because I have more explosive shit because I'm unproved. Nobody knows who I am. As popular as I have not proven. I have not sold 500,000 records like Kendrick.
Wait, so what do you mean by in back of him?
Basically, I am if it was ever to come down to, okay, let me tell you something about Drake's camp that we know for a fact. His best writers are worse than our worst writers. So Beam, let me tell you who Beam is. If on our side, if Kendrick is Michael Jordan, I would probably be Kobe Bryant. Now, mind you, Kobe is not good as Michael Jordan, but it's almost the same level. Now, if you go on Drake's side, Drake at best is Scottie Pippen. His second in command, Tubbs or Beam, would be Derek Fisher. They can't beat us on no level. It's not fair. And then if you look in the PG Lang and TDE camp, niggas like Beam will have to match up with like Baby Keem or something. His matchups, their matchups are not good. Your matchups to us are not good. I could damn near write with Drake. Now, not saying I'm good as Drake, but I could match up with Drake. Your best case scenario is your Scottie Pippen going against our Michael Jordan. You can't beat us.
So you're saying that like Beam was didn't want to do
Beam
anything.
no problems once he's seen what I was saying. I was calling Beam out the entire time. That's why Kendrick said it. Kendrick was baiting they keep talking about bait. The bait was on our side. I baited them for a week and a half. Nobody said nothing to me. And then do you know who you have in the back of me?
What's that?
You have Ab-Soul, you have J-Rock, you have Q. We are all top hitters. You have Daylight. These are all we are all big punchers. This is not little niggas.
I saw some rumors that Q was the one that told J. Cole, "Hey, this is bigger than a little spar sesh. This
Yeah,
ain't
Q was the one who made Cole. He didn't really. It's not a. I think people took that the wrong way though. Q did tell him that, but Q was basically telling him, "We got it, so you just need to step out because Kendrick is gonna say some shit that you might not want to get involved with."
Yeah.
Cause him and Dot and Cole actually talked. It wasn't like a he punked him type of thing. I think that's how the crowd took it. The
right."
It was like I think people look at Cole as a punk. I don't. Like I think, in my opinion, on Cole, it was bitch made, but it was in good faith.
Right,
He's
right.
he knew what was coming, so he basically said, "Man, he is probably." I'm gonna tell you right now, Cole is probably the most like cool, respectful dude I ever met. He actually very nice. Like he's a nice dude. You could hear it in his disses, even to Dot. He didn't really want to go there. He just had to take up for himself as a man. But at the end of the day, he respect Dot. Drake problem was his arrogance fucked him up. I say, because in my mind, I'm like, do Drake really think he can fuck with that? Like, Drake really believes that shit. Drake, in his mind, really believes, oh yeah, I could fuck Cole. I could fuck Cola. You can hear it in his jabs to Cole, and his disses to Dot. He was still jabbing Cole too. He was mad at Cole because Cole apologized, and they actually talked behind the scenes. He actually took it personal that Cole apologize. And I was like, that's a bitch move. That's why Drake lost. He too arrogant.
Yeah,
It's
so
the
I
You heard
I
those
heard
five
rumors that
tracks.
I got
Have you heard those 5 tracks that you're saying Kendrick has?
I heard 4. The
Uh,
last one, fucked one.
Give us something, just so we know if they drop, we can say, "Hey, coolly new."
I heard, okay, before, remember when I told y'all I don't know if y'all was following me, but when I said the next one gonna be up tempo, everybody was like, what are you talking about? That's when Not Like Us came out. So the next thing I heard, it was 5 more after that. It's 2 up tempos and there's 3 like mid tempo. No, two up tempos, 2 mid level tempos, and then it's another one that's very dark. I think that's the personal. That's the one I heard in the background, but I wasn't really in the room for that one. I think I was put out the room on purpose because they know me and Daylight. They know me and Daylight. Everybody who follow me and Daylight know we are trolls, but when we tell the truth, we be telling the truth. So I think they kept that one away from us on purpose. Daylight is the one who got us in fucking trouble today when he posted the Bron video. And I said, Daylight, why the fuck did you do that? Because now Drake is gonna look at Bron like, oh.
Yeah, cool. I was wondering, are all these tracks, the ones you were just mentioning, were they written sometime before, or did Kendrick whip them all up like the last couple of days? You know what I'm saying?
I got an exclusive for y'all. Do y'all know all the shit y'all heard so far was one session?
Nah, not really.
no, what the
Let's
fuck?
yeah,
Yo,
wasn't
go.
that's
someone saying there was like a
crazy.
19-minute song that he
Wow.
had,
Wait,
and it
hold
was
up though.
being split up?
I
You've
told niggas he do not like this nigga. If you go back to my tweets from like a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, every time I said something, it happened. I said, this nigga hates him. The original version of Euphoria was 19 minutes.
Oh, so it's really it's not.
That
wait.
shit was
What about the slave line though in third verse of Not Like Us? Did he like add that on later?
Oh, you talking about the slave line?
Yeah. When he was addressing that, or did he add that later from the first session?
It was some of it was edited to basically say, because the thing about Drake is a good rapper, but Drake is disassociated from, like, how can I say this? Niggas, basically. He does not understand that a lot of us rap started in the hood, right? So Drake does not understand saying certain shit will turn the audience. Some of the shit he's saying sounds good, but it will turn the audience against you because of who you are. You cannot be a biracial Canadian saying certain shit.
So you're saying the track was recorded, but then Dot heard that slave line and was like, hold up. Let me,
Yeah,
I got it.
said, what the fuck? Like even the George Zimmerman line was fucking wild to me. Because everybody skipped over that. Because my favorite, I'm gonna tell you right now, we do not hate Drake. We just hate that he acts tough. We know that he's a good rapper because my favorite song from him is Family Ties. I heard that and I looked at Daylight and I said, whoa, that's fire. I was like, that's fire. I said, but you gotta fuck him up, Dot. I said, you gotta fuck him up. I said, that's hard because he was going in, but he is not. Drake being from Canada makes him out of tune with what I'm gonna tell you. The line that fucked him up that nobody paid attention to. It's certain people in America that I don't know if everybody here from America or wherever y'all from. If you know like hip hop culture, it's certain people you can't say certain shit about. Like for example, if you say something about Chief Keef, you're gonna turn people on you. If you say something about Kendrick, people are going to turn on you. If you say something about Jay-Z, people are going to turn. He doesn't understand the people you're talking about. He said some shit about Pharrell that turned us on him. He told Kendrick to come get his legacy out of his estate. He's talking about the Gucci chain that he wore in the Mr. Me Too video. You cannot say that. Pharrell does not beef with anybody. Pharrell is probably more squarer than Drake. Pharrell does not even have any beefs. Pharrell is like the nicest dude in the world. He made Happy. How can you beef with a dude that made Happy? Like, you can't beef with these type of dudes. So when you threatening dudes like that, it makes dudes like Pusha T go, what the fuck? It makes people like Kanye go, what the fuck? These are her. He doesn't realize the people he's talking to because he's not from here. Which is weird because he's cool with Wayne. Like, Wayne is like the best American story of all time. Probably 50 Cent probably got the best American story of all time for a black man. But Wayne is next.
Well, does he feel like he's inheriting the beef with Young Money and dissing Pharrell through that?
Yeah. But the thing about Pharrell is, yeah, Pharrell and Pusha T are friends. Everybody knows that. They grew up together. The thing about Pharrell is the nicest dude in the world. It's like beating up the nice kid. You cannot beat up on the nice kid and expect people to be like, oh, we're on your side. No, we don't like that. And then you're threatening people saying, come get his legacy out of my house. And you're holding up Pharrell's chain that he bought. First of all, that's disingenuous. He's acting like he snatched the chain. You did not snatch the chain. You bought the chain. So now you perpetrating something that didn't happen. If like we Americans, we come from violence. I hate to say that, but like when 50 was taking people chains and he would say shit like, come get this chain, it made more sense because that's gangster shit. This is not gangster shit. You bought somebody's chain and you dissing one of the nicest dudes in hip hop history. Pharrell is a nice dude. Like Pharrell is probably the most non-confrontational good dude you could ever meet. Like, why would you say that during a rap beef and then hold up the chain in the video? That's stupid.
Yeah, it's like the G Unit chain that he bought. 50 didn't even give it to him.
Yeah,
Like,
that was too. He's collecting American like legendary chains and acting.
He got like Pac's ring too, didn't he?
Yeah, he got Pac ring.
Yeah, it's like he got a museum of like American rap artifacts just kind of chilling all in his house
Yeah,
that he's buying.
It's like that scene from Black Panther.
Yeah, that's the bullshit. You have the ring. I don't even know who sold him that. Whoever sold that to him is a money hungry bitch ass nigga, because he should not, like, the Pharrell shit was cool, but now you mocking Pac. Dude, Pac
He
is
got it from white people. He got it from the Sotheby's, the auction house. Just
that
because of course he did.
fucked him up, because you, like, Pac is not even an American legend. That nigga a global legend. You can't play with Pac, bro. Like, that was some bullshit. Why would you ever do that? Then he did the AI shit on a diss track to a West Coast nigga. You cannot, bro. You can't do that. That's why the Bay niggas canceled his show. I was like, bro, that's why Kendrick said you can't never, you might not. I think that's why he made Not Like Us, because now you have put yourself in a position where niggas want that ring. Now, if you get robbed, they're gonna say the same shit they say about Americans all the time. They're gonna say be violent and all type of shit. But you got this biracial Jewish Canadian nigga running around with Pac ring like he stole it or something. I said, nigga, you bought that in the auction. Why are you acting like you took it off somebody? You can't do that. You're not 50 Cent. He think he 50 for some reason. I don't know why he think he 50. You didn't take none of these chains. You bought them shits with your own money. So his approach to everything is wrong. And that's why he lost to Kendrick, because it's like, bro, you are wearing Pac's ring, Pharrell's chain, and then you walking around this bitch like you the mob boss. He always talking about this mob shit. But them niggas in Houston, he talking about the Houston niggas. Them niggas ain't gonna be able to save you at the end of the day, because when you have to go back to Canada, they the ones gonna get robbed. And if they take your shit while you down there, you can't call the police because you was talking shit. If you a gangster, then you can't call the police. So either you lose on that end or you lose and go back to Canada. You cannot be talking shit.
Do you know anything about Hell's Angels? Drake's affiliation with Hell's Angels? You know anything
Yeah,
about
apparently
that?
he's got that Hell's Angel for a neighbor or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. The Hell's Angels being
There's
involved
pictures
crazy.
of him with Hell's Angels like sweatshirts and shit.
Yeah, apparently
Hell's Angels came out.
jackets.
Now the Hell's Angels came out and it was like, you don't know that nigga. It was like, what the fuck?
Right.
Oh, that's
we
crazy.
got.
I didn't even know he was locked in with Hell's Angel. That's a good tidbit. I'm gonna have to put out that. I'm gonna put that out to the homies. I'm
Yeah,
glad y'all.
apparently he's fronting he's Hell's Angels. He's got some guy in his neighborhood that's supposedly Hell's Angels, but it's like you live in Ontario
Yeah,
and
dude.
you in Drake's
Big fan of
neighborhood.
Family Matters.
Drake, I'm gonna tell
Family Matters, that random ass clip at the end.
I'm gonna tell you some weird shit about Drake. Drake starts shit and then leave. I'm gonna tell you some shit he started between like GDs. He was in Memphis. He started some shit between it was a dude named Shy Glizzy. I know y'all know who that is. Shy Glizzy and Black Youngster. It was in Memphis. Shy Glizzy got his chain snatched in Memphis, and Drake was like perpetrating like he was from Memphis. His daddy from there, but he not from there. So he got his chain snatched, and Drake tried to act like he did it. And I was like, you did not do that, bro. I know the niggas who got his. It was Black Youngster from y'all know Black Youngster, stupid ass. He the one be running around calling people whores and all this shit.
Oh yeah, that nigga.
He's the one that came back, and Drake tried to act like he did. I said, you did not do that, bro. I was there. You did not do that. I said, I don't know why this nigga be trying to act like he the one be putting shit in play. And that's why everybody don't like him. I said, he be acting so tough. And it's not you, bro. Like, I've been there. I've been in the clubs and shit when Drake done been running the club so many times. The only reason why people don't look at everybody in America know Drake is a punk. Like, we know he's soft, but he gets on tracks and act like he the mob boss. I said, no, the niggas with you are tough. You're not tough. You run out the club every time. I have seen this nigga with my own eyes run out the club. That's why I don't like Beam. When I catch Beam, I'm gonna take that owl shit off his neck. I'm gonna take that shit.
My fault. Hey, I just had a question. We've been doing a lot of looking into some of this weird, like freaky shit, so to speak, that Drake's been up to, man. We've heard about like dog related shit, like dog bowls and a lot of weird like
Oh,
dog
yeah.
imitating. I just want to know if there's any substance to that. You know what I'm
Listen, that's the only thing. The shit that happened tonight with the like ebony girl and that dog shit is the only two things I don't really know nothing about. I sort of got, I don't know where that shit came from. Like I think some of the Kendrick fans sometimes will lie, but they don't lie as much as the Drake fans. I will say that. Like they both sides lie, but I don't know about that dog bullshit. I literally haven't heard that shit. That's just like a rumor. I ain't never seen or heard that shit till tonight.
saying? Not worried.
We've sort
We
of
should
been
look through
onto
the
that for like the past 3 days.
We have lots of evidence.
Yeah. Also, I was gonna say that too, Cooley. Hey, man, I could link you
I
this
swear I
channel.
would love to see it. Cause
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Top was to stop and shit, but I was like, if y'all got, I want to see it.
Bro,
Yeah,
that ass,
Oh
we
yeah,
got
no,
Drake
there's
linked
some.
up with like straight up, like I'm talking mass scale human trafficking,
Yeah, like
like
we
on
talking like
some
real, like
like
Cooley, you're
Rico
not fucking
level,
around, bro.
like I'm talking getting underage women across borders and shit. He's got shit going on in like we might think like Ghana and Nigeria and shit. He's got all these shadow shell corporations under his name that
That's
like
crazy.
Net video girls.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
there is like a lot of shit
I
Drake's been
only think,
up
There's got
to.
to be some weird shit going on at industry parties. It's just
yeah,
once you get to that level of power, you feel like you can do whatever the fuck you want.
yeah, I know because I remember for the Dennis Graham video hit the timeline today. And I was like, somebody sent it to me. It was early in the morning. So it was like 9 in the morning. And everybody was like, where did this come from? I actually okayed that video. I said, send it out. Because it was from 2019, but it was on somebody's TikTok. I didn't even know fucking TikTok existed in 2019. But when I got the video, I said, yeah, put it out. Everybody was like, oh shit, his daddy is nasty. I said, yeah, I've been told y'all that shit. I just didn't have proof. But when I finally sent it out today, that's all I did today. That's the only thing I did today.
Yeah,
And
I mean his dad follows a lot of underage girls. It's a lot of, I mean, his dad on some freaky shit. Real talk.
hey, yo, I was also just wondering this too. Has this been a planned, kind of calculated deal? Like, has Kendrick been? Are there? I'm sorry if this is a reach, but like, is this current situation tied to any of his past work? Were there any like allusions to this in the past? Like, was it planned in a sense?
this is this. I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is fairly new. I think Pusha T was the catalyst.
Mm,
Pusha T is close to. This is where people miss my connection because I tweeted it earlier. I said people miss my connection all the time. They don't know who I am. I am a writer, and I don't like somebody over there named Bean. But Pusha T, this shit stems back to before I was a fucking child when this shit started. Basically, the shit stems from Pusha T and Wayne. Pusha T was the first nigga to say, "I don't like those niggas, and they are weird." So me being a child, I think I was what 19 or 20 when I first met Pusha them. I'm still super young. This is like 2010. This is when the good music shit started. And I'm like, well, I don't know shit. I don't know them like that. Only thing I knew, I didn't like because of something that happened at a concert. But I wasn't invested in the beef until Pusha T started saying shit. Pusha T does not like Drake because he's Drake is a liar. That nigga lies so much. He is the biggest liar I've ever seen in my life. He lies about everything, dog. That's why nobody likes him, dog. I be trying to tell people, I say, man, listen, this is not a we're tired of you being on top thing. It's a dude. You lie on everything, and Pusha T was the first person to beat him.
and
So
that's what like we've been saying. Like this dude's lying to like I'm convinced at this point Drake is downright evil. Like on some like straight. If you look up in the general channel, the thing that we were talking about with him
And
owning all these companies. I don't know if you've seen this picture yet. It's been going around on TikTok and stuff. But Drake is registered as like a owner or an operator of all these companies that ain't nobody ever heard of. And some of them, man, they are just shady as fuck. Like you only
yep,
got to go a couple of clicks and you're seeing him connected to all types of shit.
you right. He connected to Lucian. Don't that just sound evil? The nigga name is Lucian. He's the run that he's trying to give Drake a company to overrun all the rappers.
Yeah, I heard
Of course, they
something.
want to get a light skinned nigga. They want to get a light
on
skinned
that Kanye
Canadian
movie,
nigga to roll over all the rappers. That's crazy.
Yes, he wants to give a Canadian nigga the role over all these black American rappers. Are these niggas? Are y'all fucking stupid? Do you not think that's why everybody sent Kendrick out there? Kendrick was the last stop. Everybody was like, "Hold the fuck!" And I'm gonna give y'all another tidbit. This is the funniest shit about this. Kendrick ain't the one that destroyed him. You know where Drake fucked up at? He lost his cult following because of Future. Future is a American fucking hero. Once he said that shit against Future, he fucked up. You have destroyed your relationship with Future, Kanye, and Kendrick. Do you know what you just did? You have fucked up. You nobody goes against Future. Future's not the best lyricist. He's not the best like a rapper of all time. Future represents black American like dude. Like he's the last hood dude that's mainstream. We don't have no dudes from the hood that's mainstream no more. Kendrick is the only one, but Kendrick is kind of like a square that's surrounded by street dudes. Future is the only one that is from the streets who is still mainstream. That's where Drake fucked up. It wasn't really Kendrick. Kendrick was just like, I'm going to smoke this nigga. But Future was just like, oh yeah, I'm going to smoke him. Kendrick smoked Drake for Future. Because Future,
Is there any connection with Diddy? Do you know?
kinda. Drake and Future. Drake, I think Future don't like Diddy. I think that's another thing. Future was the first person to stand up to Diddy too. People don't remember this, but it was like I think 2017 or some shit. Future was the first person to say fuck Diddy too, and it was years ago. Kanye was the second one. So this all this shit is like a domino effect. This is why if you listen to all the disses, Drake doesn't really go at Future. Do you know why? Can anybody say why in here?
Why?
Future is not signed to UMG or anybody. Future is signed to Sony. So Future can say Future and Kanye can say whatever they want. And Kendrick is he is the first independent to beat a major at their own game. That's the real big three. Future, Kanye, and Kendrick. That's how Drake is losing right now. You have lost the streets in Future. You have lost the mainstream in Kendrick. And you have lost like the overall fan base of Kanye. I'm from Chicago. We are not riding against Kanye. I'm from the streets. So I'm not riding against Future. I write bars, so I'm not riding against Kendrick. You have lost me on all three levels. So what do you think you have did to America against this Canadian nigga? You have lost. That's why he's getting bodied right now. He is losing bad. Why do you think the number one artist in our fucking generation or of all time is losing this bad to a dude who don't even come outside that much? Kendrick does not come outside like this. And he came outside and whooped his ass. He lost like that because he did three things wrong. He lost bad because of that. He got fucked up and he cannot handle it.
But like,
I gotta. I'm gonna just put it as a statement. Drake's bitch ass totally lied about like planting evidence, right? Like
Yeah,
that's how that goes. Like
we
that's
were
just
on
the
it.
facts
I
of
was
the
looking.
matter. Because I don't believe Drake. I feel like Kendrick has no reason to lie. In his whole career, I've been a fan of his, and
No
he's always
reason.
been a truthful man. And then Drake,
Yeah,
he's lied many times. So like face value, like I don't need to even dig deeper than that. Like man's a liar, Kendrick's a truther. But yeah, that's really all I had to ask about.
I think that was the catalyst for all of this whole beef because everybody always said, well, how do we not know Drake's lying or Kendrick's lying? I said,
How do you not see the signs?
well, if you look at the character traits, who has a longer history of I said, what do we know about Kendrick that he has lied about? I don't know nothing about Kendrick he's lied about. I can tell you plenty of things that Drake lied about. That's the difference. Your character, if your character is ever in question, that's when you lose. Like, for example, people always ask me, why do people believe Cooley all the time when he says something? I say because I never lied to them. That's the difference. I said there are people more popular than me. There are people who are more industry than me. Why do you think every time I say something, it goes viral? Or people be like, oh, I believe this. You know why? It is because I have no history of lying. Drake got a history of fucking lying. If you got my whole thing has been authenticity. That's why people like me.
So
Because I'm
speaking of Drake lying, you know anything about the daughter?
I can DM you about that. DM me,
Yeah, dude. I
DM,
got you right now.
DM me about that on Twitter, and I can allude to some, but I can't say it. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: Kendrick homies is on the timeline with us, and I'm gonna retweet some shit, and y'all can see for yourself. Now we're not gonna outright say it because, you know, parentheses. I'm gonna say this low key. UMG.
Um, so I guess we should be expecting like a bombshell anytime soon, or no? I guess that's just a general question.
I'm gonna say this about that. If Drake say any fucking thing, he gonna die. Drake better not make a fucking subliminal on his next album, cause this is another bombshell. I give y'all one bombshell. Kendrick recording the album right now.
Oh hell yeah.
Nice.
Wait,
It's not really a
can I,
bomb.
The Gemini?
can I just
Yeah,
ask a follow-up question right quick?
yeah.
When you say he's gonna die, do you mean like, you know what I'm saying, by like UMG or standards, or like
Okay,
means
okay.
he's done? Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that's just if Drake alludes to anything, if he throws like one of those little bitch ass subliminals that he like to throw, like I slept with your wife or some shit, like that's a lie. But if he do any of that shit, cause Drake thinks he like to say things about women in people's lives. Like, let's say I was famous right now. He would probably say, cause my girl name is Whitney. That's why it's so funny to me. My girl name is Whitney too. If he says something like, Cooley, I slept with Whitney and you was on about that, didn't he? I would be like, the fuck is he talking about? He likes to do that shit. He loves to involve girls. That's Drake's problem.
it's a bitch move, yeah. So you're saying that?
He likes to play those like Playboy games, but where he fucked up this time is Kendrick has been with Whitney since high school. That's his high school sweetheart. He's only been with one woman, like damn near, not one woman like his whole life. But I'm saying that's the only woman he's been tied to publicly. Because Kendrick rapped about how he used to fuck girls on the side on Mr. Morale, right? But Kendrick doesn't have any like TMZ scoops about mistresses and shit like Drake does. So why the fuck would you rap about that? You have no business rapping about the family with your shit you got going on.
That's right.
No, he has no business rapping about shit like that. You've been tied to 20,000 women, and Kendrick been with the same woman since he was fucking 17, 18. How dare you? That's why I tweeted the other day. How dare you? You of all people, that's your angle? Are you retarded, nigga? That's why he lost. He's saying shit that applies to him. I said, if you're gonna say this about him, what does it say about you? You don't even apply your own logic, nigga. Like Drake misjudged Kendrick so bad. He misjudged.
Just projecting.
Yeah, it feels like he tried to like little bro him for like for 2 whole songs, and it's just like while Kendrick's eating this man alive. It's ridiculous.
That's the ironic part about it. He said he projected so hard. Kendrick was like, nigga, hold up. Don't you do this? What the fuck? That's what fucked him up. I was like, nigga, you are throwing stones in a glass house. You are talking about shit you did. Why would you do that?
I mean, he shouts out Chris Brown in the same song and calls Kendrick a wife beater. Like,
Right.
like come on, dog.
His self-awareness,
Like,
like for Drake to be as good as he is, he got very low self-awareness. That I said Kendrick is way smarter than this nigga. That's why when I heard the diss, I said, oh, this nigga is retarded. Are you stupid?
Yeah, he's dumb.
What was Kendrick's live reaction? Were you there? I mean, like, I'm just curious,
Kendrick,
bro.
like Kendrick smiled.
That's how I'm picturing in my head, bro. I was like, come on, dude.
Wow. And he was like, I said, I already know. Because everybody over in TDE and PG Lang is like smart. I was listening. I was like, Daylight was like, what you gonna do? And I looked at him and I was like, is he serious? I was like, we both was like, what? Wow. I said, is his self-awareness that low? I said, is he drunk or high right now? I said, this nigga
is drunk.
He is stupid.
Also, can I say, I really think that like he thinks that that no one can out rap him. Like he has no awareness about the fact that he's not the best.
That is
he really thinks that.
I'm so glad you said that. Drake is the most arrogant. Drake is so famous, he's not self-aware. Drake does not realize he's lame. Drake is
the first like.
It's so obvious too.
He's the first uppity nigga I've ever seen in my life. Like actually, like that's actually an uppity nigga.
Drake is the first square nigga that I have never met a nigga that's so rich, that's so lame at the same time. I have seen Drake try to talk to bitches that don't like him. That's where his lover boy shit come from. Drake is before I was aligned with Kendrick, I used to see Drake all the time. Bitches really don't like him. He has to flash. You know how like niggas on Instagram like to flash money and shit, and like they be regular niggas. Drake does that, and he's one of the richest niggas on earth. And I said, you shouldn't even have to do that. Because I used to get bitches when I was broke. I ain't have no money and used to pull the baddest bitches in the world. This nigga does not know how to talk to women. He has to like persuade them with like weird shit. And I used to be around him like, this nigga weird. That's why Future and them don't like him. Because you could tell Drake is from the burbs. Like, it's nothing wrong with being from the suburbs. Because if you ask me, I would love to trade my hood life in to be from a fucking nice family. But at the same time, that shit made me learn how to talk to women because I didn't have much growing up. Now I got all the shit that I want in the world. But I got that combined with like my street shit. So I know how to talk to women. Drake does not know how to get women. All his shit is just money. And that's why he in the position he is in now. He does not know how to talk to women. That's why that pedophile shit came up.
Yeah, can we get into that right quick? I mean,
that's what we've been really digging into in here.
He should not have said Whitney.
That's what we've been doing most of it.
Yeah. I mean, like his last album, he was sitting there bitching about some 20-year-old complaining that she wasn't being flown out in first class, and it's like, well, why are you flying out a 20-year-old?
You should
like
not
37, my nigga.
Thank you. Why the fuck are you 36? Why you 36 talking about this shit, man? And matter of fact, on top of that, why the fuck does a 20-year-old have your interest? You know how
Wake
annoying.
it up. Wake it
Man,
up.
it's been you go all the way back because it's Brooklyn Nicole, it's Millie Bobby, it's Haley, it's it's all of this. He's got a type, and it's
You just wanna feel superior.
Why
being poor.
Why the fuck does a 20-year-old have you pressed like that? Because I can't even entertain a woman who can't take a drink with me. I want to talk about these motherfucking girls that this nigga be talking about because I want to get into this pedophile shit. Kendrick ain't for no reason, dog. Like when Shorty, who was that asked me that? Anyway, it should not be a 20-year-old woman like destroying you like that. Because to me, a woman that's under 27 can't do nothing for me. I'm gonna be real. This nigga crashing out behind 20-year-olds. And that's all I want to say about that. You can DM me that shit you talking about, but I'm gonna get to the bottom of this shit. That nigga a weirdo, bro.
But and also he can't keep the women that he gets in his own age range because he's a weirdo. He drives them away.
Exactly.
I.e. Rihanna.
I was just talking to my wife about that. Why is it
Rihanna definitely Rihanna saw some weird ass shit.
Whoever said that, who said that? Thank you,
But
because
he ran Rihanna away with that weirdo shit.
Thank you. I'm so glad you said that shit because that nigga can't keep a bitch to save his life. Why are you this rich and can't keep a bitch? What about you that made Rihanna go, nigga? What did you do?
Literally.
Yeah, like how you go his diss for ASAP Rocky is that he's with Rihanna. Like how you go diss ASAP Rocky for being with the bitch that you've been trying to get for the last 10 years.
And been trying, and the moment she got with you, curved you right after.
He trying to act like she a throwaway bitch. I said that's one of the baddest bitches in the world. So I said, you crazy nigga? That's his arrogance again. I said this nigga retarded, bro.
I mean, he can't say that.
And then on top of that, look at his baby mama. I said, you gonna talk shit about Rihanna, but you got a baby mama that look like the fucking crypt keeper? Are you crazy? This nigga's stupid. I said, this nigga dumb. I said, get the fuck out of here. That's why I don't believe none of that shit he be talking about. The fuck he talking about? I said, this nigga weird. That's why Dot dropped down on his ass. Cause he tried to talk about Serena. He tried to talk about the baddest bitches he done had. He tried to smoke Serena and fucking Rihanna.
The Serena shit is crazy to this day because Alexis ain't do shit to that man. He just is a nerd, is on Reddit, does his little shit. What the fuck did he do? Like what? Marry Serena? Oh no.
Yeah, how you go diss a nigga? How you go diss another nigga from the suburbs? Like that's white on white crime. Like what is this?
That nigga weird.
He married her? Sorry. What?
Drake is a prime example of money can't unlame you because you one of the richest niggas in the world and you done fumbled some of the baddest bitches in the world.
Money can't buy swag.
I was like, nigga, I remember being broke in the hood before I moved out to the suburbs, nigga. I had some of the baddest bitches you didn't ever seen, and they ain't never said them the shit that this bitch be saying about him. Serena and Rihanna was like, I just don't like him like that. I said, nigga, you had to be lame to be rich like that and fumble like that. I said, you definitely wasn't lame.
Yeah, I DM'd you on Twitter about that daughter shit, like you said, too.
I got you. But
so
any other
thing about that shooting at Drake's crib the other day?
Oh shit.
Cough, Cash, cough. What
okay,
the fuck?
go ahead. I'll let you answer that one. Go ahead.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So that's get back for Cash then, right?
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. That's EXO shit.
All right.
That ain't got nothing to do with Kendrick. That's EXO shit. That's Weeknd now. That's
yeah.
And 90 Jake's gonna be on
We
that.
figured that, but you were just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we figured that it was just like
in
like academics trying to push it with Kendrick first.
Yeah.
Man, listen. When I get a hold of
academics,
The whole academics. Oh my god, I cannot wait to upload a video of this nigga.
Fuck that man's fat ass, honestly.
Eat the
I
shit
hate
out.
that nigga.
That's the only nigga on the internet. I'm gonna grab him up by his collar and I'm gonna knock the shit out of him.
Like, I can't.
No, whoever tweeted that, whoever just not tweeted, but whoever just wrote that note, Future didn't take credit for that shit. I was with Future when it happened. We was in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta right now. Future didn't take credit for that. No, that's some Toronto shit. That's the thing about Drake. Drake got on. That's why Kendrick said it's not just me. Niggas in Toronto don't like him either.
Niggas here in Atlanta hate him.
Exactly.
I go outside. Hell, it's me. It's me. I'm playing Not Like Us on full blast with the windows down. But I mean, really, anywhere you go, you're gonna hear it on the road somewhere.
But
I'm hearing it in the UK.
Wow.
The thing
I'm
people
trying to fuck Drake.
Niggas think
I heard it 3 times they dropped in Cali.
The only thing about Drake right now is his American shows are getting canceled because he can't go to Oakland for the shit he said about Pac. He can't go to Chicago for the shit he was doing with me and the Beam shit was really what fucked him up because niggas already know when I see if Drake bring Beam to Chicago, I'm fucking him up. And then I got a house in Atlanta too. Me, Future, and Metro all here, so he really not gonna play with us. And then Ross down here too. Ross got his house on the east side, so it's 4 down here. So I'm like, Drake basically got blocked off between me, Future, Kendrick. Kendrick started it, but I was like, I'm with it though. Like that shit he said about Atlanta, I was like, yeah, you dead down here. Because Ross not gonna let him come here. I'm not gonna let him come here. Only person he got is 21.
And even now, niggas looking at 21 kind of like not sideways, but just like, nigga, why aren't you saying anything? Where are you at?
Because he can't. You gonna tell you why? I'm glad you brought that up too. He can't.
And now with that Ruby Rose shit coming out with his name attached to it, he's staying quiet. He's in the corner.
That's why a nigga just sat there and ate his motherfucking food. Exactly. I said, yeah, nigga, you better sit your ass right there. Cause we all of us been around here.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, wait. Can I ask about another topic?
Okay, go ahead.
The mole. There's like 2 people that we are pretty like that we've been kind of going, these 2 are most likely the sources.
Okay.
Do you know anything about that?
Who are the 2 most likely moles? I want to hear.
Okay, Boyda and Johnny Rocks. That's the 2 names that we got.
I heard Noah too.
Wait,
the other one's Boy Wonder.
Yeah, so you mean Boy Wonder?
Yeah. Sorry. I always just say Boyda. I don't know why.
Nah,
I do that.
you good.
Boy Wonder.
His name's fucking stupid, anyways.
Yeah, but yeah, Boy Wonder and Johnny Rocks. That's the 2 that I've seen.
It's not Boy. It's not Boy. I know he definitely a Drake nigga. Like he really we don't fuck with him at all.
Okay.
Metro don't like him, so me and Future. Cause like Boy, he used to come to Atlanta all the time, but he ain't been back here in a minute. But
Joe, I think I may have someone. If it hadn't been brought up, because in 616 on Kendra's track at the beginning, it sounds like a respirator is going on or something, and a respiratory therapist was like, "Yeah, that sounds like a respirator." And in that picture from the mole, it had that the handicapped dude who uses a respirator. So I just want to throw that out there.
Is it 40?
I forgot his
Christopher
name.
Alvarez.
I heard it was 40 as well.
No, but it's not the dude on the it's not the dude in the picture. I'm trying to think who y'all talking about though.
Also, I don't think it's 40 to be so well.
Christopher Alvarez.
40 already got
If I was dying like fucking cancer or some shit, and my main dude was fucking kids and stuff, if I'm 40,
yeah,
fuck it. Before I die, I'm taking Drake out.
That's who Drake is gonna first beeline to, saying, "Nigga, is it you?" Because of the push shit, because he got caught chatting last time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could be him, but I'm saying that's gonna be the first place Drake thinks, "Oh
What?
shit, 40 might have been." Yeah.
that man, listen, niggas, I'm gonna tell you like this. Niggas be capping, bro. The only nigga who is part of Drake camp that's down here that's solid is 21. But even he can't get rid of the fucking allegation. That's why you see he ain't saying nothing. 21 ain't said nothing since this shit popped off, right?
Which is shocking because I really thought he would go with 21 on this. Like I never imagined a world where you would see 21 next to Drake before Metro.
Yeah, but Metro got way more power than fucking 21. Like 21 a rapper, like 21 is basically like
yeah, but they always together. I never thought that would not be. I don't know. It's weird to me.
You see, Metro got away from that nigga though because he chose Drake's side. But
Atlanta niggas going out bad right now.
It's gonna be a war because the thing that fucked them up is it's a lot of Chicago niggas down here.
Yeah.
So now you gave me the power. Now niggas be asking, well, why is Cooley so involved? I said, nigga, you know why. I'm down. I said, why you think Chief Keef just dissed Drake? I said, because
Yep. Yeah. Atlanta's not fucking with this man at all.
So many Chicago niggas out here. I said, nigga, we got this
Chicago.
Yo, can you speak on the 150K Drake put out for the info?
Oh hell yeah, that ain't discreet. I can talk about this shit all. Let's. Oh, I like these conversations. This is street shit. Okay, let me tell you about this bitch ass nigga. Drake sent some niggas to Atlanta, not knowing. See, this is why I say Kendrick fucked him up. At Kendrick power trickled down to me. He tried to come down here and get some niggas some money for information on Kendrick. Now, mind you, I can't get no information on Kendrick because I'm only tied to his friend named L. L is actually on the timeline with us. L got less followers than me. People are so dumb, they don't realize it's people with like 100 followers or like 5K followers it's actually like related to this nigga. His sister is on fucking Twitter. All of us are on Twitter. They just looking at me because I got so many followers. I said, bro, y'all niggas don't really understand what's happening. So they come to me. They try to get one of my little homies 150K. They try to get him 100K, right? So I say, what they asking for? They say they want to know something about Kendrick. I said, Kendrick ain't from Atlanta or fucking Chicago. So what the fuck are they asking? They said, what do you know about that? What did you know about Whitney and all that shit? And I said, Whitney who? My girl? I said, because my girl name Whitney. They said, no, Kendrick girl. I said, Whitney is up there with him. Now, mind you, that's a bombshell. They don't know that. Drake talking all that shit about why you live in New York. I said, oh, they stupid. I said, take the money. I'm going to tell them a lie. So I took the 100. I said, matter of fact, on top of that, I said, tell them put the 50K on it and I'll tell them where they at. I told them Kendrick was in fucking LA still. They gave me the money and I gave 50K to my niggas. And they was like, oh, we got him. And they was like, why you in? The next song, what was that song? What song? Family Ties came out. And we laughed. And I said, that nigga's stupid. So while Drake was talking about bait and all that shit, I said, nigga, we got your money and you ain't even getting nothing. I was like, you didn't get no information, you dumbass nigga. But I couldn't say it.
That reverse mole shit he did was so corny. That was so corny. That was so fake. Come on.
Drake is dumb, bro. I said, this nigga he is so fucking stupid. They gave me I said, give me 50 more K and I'll tell you something. I said, okay, they in LA right now. Mind you, Whitney and fucking Kendrick is in fucking New York at this time. That nigga
Drake ain't street. He ain't street. He doesn't know this shit. He's getting played.
Exactly. He a Canadian nigga trying to get information from Black Americans from the hood.
Don't know nothing about this violence.
Nah, he got extorted.
That nigga stupid. That's why I was talking crazy on the timeline the other day. I said, I got this nigga. I said, I got 150 bands for nothing. And that's what Kendrick said. You came back with no receipts. I said, exactly, nigga, because you fucking stupid. You didn't even know who you was talking to, dummy. You fucking idiot. You gave me 150 bands. I should have asked for 200. But that nigga went and put family ties out, and then Kendrick smoked his ass. I was like, well, that's what you get for trying to. He said you try to put money in the streets, and you came back with no receipts. I said, exactly, nigga. I said, you stupid ass nigga. You fucking
And it's
reason.
not the first time he's done that because it backfired with Pusha too. This nigga can't learn from his mistakes, clearly.
He think niggas gonna tell on him for money. I was like, you have to understand something about hood niggas. Certain hood niggas that are broke will give you that information. If you run into a nigga who is not, the thing about him that fucked him up, I'm popular, right? So when you run into a popular nigga, you have to understand, I already have money. So you can't really get anything out of me that I don't already have. Like, giving me 100K or 150K is like giving me some shit that I got for a feature. So I'll take that any time of the day. He didn't realize he was talking to me. I was like, I'm not gonna destroy a nigga from America for some Canadian niggas. I said, you got the game fucked up. So he lost. He lost his money, and then he had to take that L when Kendrick responded back to him that fast. I said, "Oh, this nigga green. That's what we call it. We call it green. This nigga green. He don't know nothing. Stupid ass nigga."
And he don't know shit because this ain't his shit. He didn't grow up in this shit. He don't know shit about it. And that's so, even like as a younger kid hearing Drake, I was like, that don't even sound like, what song was it? This was like early 2010s. I heard him and I asked my brother, I was like, is he white? And that and that never left me because his voice just always sounded weird to me. Like you can tell from every step. The shit he be saying sometimes is it's not him. And
Where if
he
Drake,
made himself believe that was him.
Drake real voice, Drake is a white boy, and there ain't nothing wrong being a white boy, but
Yeah.
he is so squared in person. You would never guess this nigga saying, meet me at the light of all of my eyes. Meet me at the light of all of my eyes. I'd be like, when you hear him in person, you'd be like, oh, hey, Cooley, you're so nice. I'm like, this nigga, bitch.
My brother met him once and he was like, that nigga's voice sounds like a pipsqueak. And I was like, what?
Drake is a fucking nerd. You can tell he not from the hood. Not even from the hood. Because I know every black person not from the hood. But if you just talk to him, you could tell he was not raised around black people. That nigga is a square like a motherfucker. That's how I got them 150 bands off his ass. And I said, I do it again. They want to talk about bait. Nigga, I baited your ass twice. I ran y'all money and I sent y'all back to Canada with nothing. And then Kendrick came on that bitch saying, you came back with no receipts. And I said, yeah, he talk about me, nigga, because I took y'all money, nigga.
I know Drake is in like a padded room looking around like, can they hear me? I know he's paranoid as fuck. I know he's just looking around.
He don't know how this happened. He in hell. He don't know how did none of this shit happen. I say,
but also he
blink of
really
an
thinks
eye,
that
over.
he thinks niggas were never gonna come back to get him. Like he thought he could just leave this trail of bodies and nobody was gonna say, oh wait.
Well, it's crazy too because like people been digging shit from the past too. Because now, like with all this recent Drake pedo shit, now we're talking about X again. You know, like did Drake put money on X's head?
Yes.
Shit, we gonna find out now.
I sure hope we do because I've been saying that since 2019. What the fuck?
Everybody in here on Twitter.
I got banned the morning 616 dropped. I can't
I'm following you on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm following.
They banned my shit last Friday.
I was following you, and it said you were following 0 people when I followed you.
Hey, cool. And is there anything just in the back of your head that you just like, you know, anything random at all that you just wanted to say, wanted to let us know, like any more bombshells or anything like that?
The TDE compilation coming soon.
Dog, that's fire. Yeah, I saw.
Do you know anything about the Not Like Us music video?
The Like That one is up to Punch or Top. They gonna guide that. Y'all can follow them too. Though. I know y'all know Punch and TD, punching Top.
I
Yeah,
heard it's already done, just ready to be released whenever they feel like it.
But also, Stash Brothers. We the last group involved. My shit coming in like a month. So if y'all want to follow me, hey,
For sure.
Yeah, we got you.
We gonna fuck with that. But yeah, the TDE shit coming, and the Daylight should be doing some shit too. Daylight a troll, but that nigga, like, he very right about what's going on. Me and him been basically the catalyst for some of this shit. But yeah, that's all I got for real on the music shit. But if one more thing, the only thing I got left is if Drake say something, Kendrick gonna smoke him, bro. It's songs left. If that's what y'all want to know, it's songs.
We know there's songs
is
left.
there-
We just want Drake to drop,
Hold on.
so
Is there-
Kendrick can drop.
Is there the potential that Kendrick will bait him into dropping again so that you can just smoke him for the greater good?
I don't think it's gonna be for the greater good, but I think it take Drake to say one like slick thing, and Kendrick gonna be like, "Man, fuck this nigga again."
We know that's happening though. Drake's stupid.
Yeah, he can't help himself, and now that he's getting publicly humiliated, he's angry. He's sensitive.
I wouldn't be surprised if he drops tonight, my time, like
Yeah,
12
because I mean Drake,
plus hours
he usually
from my
posts
time.
like 5 Instagram stories a day. This fool hasn't posted shit like in what 3 days now. He has, I mean, nothing. Radio silence, and obviously, yeah, like somebody got shot at his crib or whatever. But like this fool's vapid enough to still be tweeting and posting IG stories and stuff during all that, but he has been silent. Nothing. I figure he posts a fucking single thing and it's on.
Oh yeah, that's what I figured. Though. And even then, he had posted caution tape after Cash got shot or the bodyguard got shot.
Yep.
Yeah, that movie clip was the last thing he posted. He posted that, and then it's been silent since then.
Yeah.
I have a guess about that. Like, I think, for whatever reason, him staying silent is part of the deal with UMG. And that's something I wanted to ask too. Like, was the Hard Part 6 actually like a result of UMG stepping in? Because that track is so calculated. Like, there's no way.
I don't think the Hot Part 6 wasn't it. It was like it was the They Not Like Us record.
Yeah, like that was a response to Not Like Us, but like
I get what you're saying.
It's so weird because it's like he was putting water to the fire while the other tracks were just adding more fuel. And,
He's saying he thinks that Drake made Hard Part 6 so ass on purpose because UMG told him to. They said, "Hey,
yeah,
this shit's got to stop. You got to throw this fight, dog." And he put out the most ass record he could.
Yeah,
like because it's not that ass. Like it's a really bad record, and but he has a few lines for his fans and for casual listeners to make them think that Drake is on top, right? But it's also signaling to everyone in tune with the culture that it's not, that he's waving a white flag. And that's what's so weird about this track for me.
That's why it's weird, because the last track came from Drake. People don't realize the last track did not come from Kendrick. It came from Drake. Drake's last one was so bad, and Kendrick's last one was actually a response. The last one was from Drake. So Drake actually was supposed to end the beat, but he lost so bad that They Not Like Us fucked up the algorithm and sent everything straight the fuck up. Kendrick just broke all kind of records and shit. And the label was like, "Oh shit, Drake lost," even though he got to respond last. Usually the person that responds last wins, but in this instance, it didn't happen. The last response was so ass that
That
Kendrick.
track just sounded like he kicked out everybody else and wrote it down and recorded it and just fucking like just gave vocals and was done, because that shit that sounded like Drake wrote it completely. No help.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was trash.
Yeah, because he ain't have
Like even the rhyme
his
schemes are so
help him.
basic.
So it sounds like UMG told Drake, all right, put out one more, end this shit, go ahead and win it, and then this is over. But then Drake put out one more, and it was ass. So Kendrick wins, and now the whole thing's fucked up. And UMG's like, we don't know what to do, because this Kenny ain't gonna stop. His fans ain't gonna stop. Drake, you were supposed to win this shit. What the fuck?
Yep, that's what happened. The machine lost. It was supposed to be a counter, and it was not a good one. He just lost.
Oh, I can't
They're
wait
out
to
of
see
touch.
Drizzy go to jail. I can't wait to see Drizzy in jail.
Yeah,
Is
speaking on that,
Drake on par or comparable with Diddy? And is Jake Harlow a potential victim of his?
You said who?
Is Drake comparable with Diddy at all?
Are they very similar?
I think he's Diddy if you caught him after the whole Pac and Biggie shit. You didn't give him the extra 25 years to keep building.
Cooley,
the embassy gonna
I
get
know
raided.
you talked about like a new Kendrick record. Do you have like any other info on it, or do you just know that there's a new record coming?
It's 5 new records, bro. But I don't know when they coming. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like an album, like that he was making.
He's recording the album.
That's becoming fire, dude.
Yeah, I was saying like, do you know anything about the album?
I know that They Not Like Us gonna be on that bitch. That's all I know for now.
Is the button the song that was on the PG Lang account gonna be on it?
The button was supposed to come over there. So the
cut out again.
response button was supposed to be from Kendrick. So the response button, I don't know nothing about. I
meant that there's a song that they posted on the PG Lang account of Kendrick did for some like Chanel thing in January, and it's a sick song, but they haven't released it yet.
Oh yeah, it was like a little short film.
Yeah, it's so good. I really want that. It has nothing to do with the beef. Sorry, Cooley. I really want that song.
I don't think so. I think that might have been a bluff, low key. But I don't think. I'm trying to think. What song would that be?
It's not even really a song. It's more like a long commercial that Kendrick did with Chanel. It's like this little short film thing that he did, and they posted it to PG Lang. It's
I'll
like a promo
tag you
thing.
in it on Twitter.
I'm about to say no. I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I'll tag you in the video on Twitter.
Wait, what video?
Oh, of the song, the little short film.
Oh, okay. Did we already talk about that? The video of the Meet the Gram shit on the bridge?
I don't think so.
Oh, you mean the shit that Ebony Prince 2K posted?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on with that?
Yeah.
Don't know who it is.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Cooley
But
said he doesn't know
that
who it
nigga had
was.
that shit like reconstruct. I mean, and it looked real. I'm gonna assume it's real until because that nigga had everything in the
Oh yeah,
exact setup, same
that's
rope.
it for sure. That's the stuff.
Yeah, but like with the newspaper from Wednesday, I'm like, okay, so like I don't know what message are you trying to get across here. Like, oh, I forgot the shit, or I don't know.
So people are saying that the laptop that was in the video is possibly Drake's laptop, and that he left the luggage at the Mark in New York. So there could be some damning evidence on that laptop just by Kendrick's lyrics. what were the lyrics? Sick man with sick thoughts. So they could have found some crazy shit on
What
there.
else he say? He said, I got digital and physical on all y'all. I think he meant that literally.
Facts.
Like, I definitely think this nigga he has a folder somewhere with just screenshots and shit that he's come across the years.
Yeah, it's all the wire and ICU lines.
Yep. He's been watching. I know he's been sitting there like, I'm gonna get you one day. Just wait.
I got a
Hey,
question.
two harsh questions, Cooley, real quick. Did Drake kill X? And I forgot the other one, but did Drake kill X?
That's a big one.
Okay. I don't think that. I don't think that at all. I think Drake one of those dudes. Drake is a clout chaser. I've seen the video of who killed him. Now, did he send them? Maybe. But Drake himself did not do shit to X.
Oh yeah, we know
Yeah.
he didn't
Yeah.
block or
But
nothing. But
even
like, do you think he
that
put money
old
on his head?
Daylight Vlad interview, yeah, Daylight very heavily alluded to the fact that Drake told him, "I put money on his head."
Yeah, I believe if anybody could have done that, it would have been Drake.
Yeah.
But it's really no proof because they couldn't even they convicted them. They couldn't even tie him to it. They convicted one of the dudes, but they couldn't tie him to Drake. And I was like,
I thought it was just some OVO wannabe.
They had tried to call him into
Drake.
court and he wouldn't go. He fought that shit till the end. He would not go to court.
yeah, so that case is suspicious, but X did say if I died, Drake did it. So I'm like, I don't know. I really can't call that one.
And you know what? See, even that just like plays into the whole culture vulture shit because he stole X's flow, and whenever X didn't take it and shut up about it, that he dies all the fucking sudden. Really, like
And his idea for
you
God's
steal
plan.
niggas shit for like it's your job to steal personalities. Like that's a problem. Poor Smino. I still want for fucking Smino to come back and get his licks in.
But anyway, what I was saying about that, this is why I'm not trying to promote like gangs and shit. This is why it's good to be a gang member. Take that with a grain of salt. Now, if somebody tried to kill me, there's gonna be like 50 niggas outside. Like, no, you're not gonna kill Cooley. You might probably shoot him or something. You might even try to get to him, but I'm not gonna die like that. That's why I be telling people, I be like, don't take being from the hood as a bad thing because they try to make us feel bad from being from the hood. I'm not ashamed of being from the hood. I'm in the suburbs now, but I'm not ashamed to have 30, 20 niggas around me. I'm not even ashamed to have bodyguards. I'm not ashamed of that at all. If you have the money to have bodyguards, get them.
Yeah.
That shit will save your life. That shit will save you, man. Okay, I got it now.
Yeah.
But
I wonder how Chubbs feels about the call outs. Each time I hear Kendrick bring up Chubbs, it's always so funny to me.
See Chubbs in a dark alley.
What is his deal? I mean, I know he's like his bodyguard, but like, how did I don't know? Just one day he popped up next to Drake and was in a song, and he just never left. And I was like, who is this?
I'm gonna tell you what that is. That is paid friendship.
Mm-hmm.
That is the difference between people from the hood and people that's just like regular niggas. I say I'm popular and I'm from the hood, so I have the benefit of both like situations. I'm not a nigga from the suburbs that just pay some niggas to be around me. The people around me are my friends. They adopt me. They might shoot you for me. They might kill you. They go to jail for me. That's what Kendrick is talking about. Kendrick is not saying I'm the toughest nigga in the world. He's saying the niggas around you are not like the niggas around me. That's all he's saying. And he's right. Kendrick don't have to even come out his fucking mansion or his fucking penthouse for something to happen to you. These niggas will have to go outside and pay somebody like me or something to like hold them down. You can't get people to hold them down because y'all don't even come from that type of shit. You are a suburban actor from you are a Canadian suburban Jewish biracial mixed nigga from fucking Canada. That's a child actor. You do not have nothing on this little short nigga from Compton.
Which side note, the way he kept saying that Whitney was mixed and just like trying to like be like you too and saying that our kids should go play two light skinned kids. What?
He tried. That's the irony in Drake. He tried to diminish somebody's blackness, even though he. Are you retarded? And
then he said two little light skinned kids. Kendrick's kids are not light skinned. I don't know what she considered light skinned.
Let's say about you. I was like, if you try to diminish his wife's blackness, then what are you?
Exactly.
You
Adonis
Whitney
is
grew up in
white.
Compton.
Adonis is white. Like he's not even like we talking like 1/8. Like and Kendrick's kids that they like you know they niggas, man. Like come on, like it's not even close. It's just
to compare them is wild because and also Kendrick claimed his kids. Let's talk about it. Come on now, all his kids. Come on, like what? Whether they black or white, you don't claim your kids. So can you really talk about children? No.
Does Drake traffic women?
Oh my god.
I believe so.
Good question.
Oh my god.
Well, hey, that's what we're all here for, man. I'm telling you, bro. This dude is
That was real, but Jesus Christ, they just caught me off guard.
he's trafficking hundreds. I mean, it's not just him. He's got clientele. It's a network.
Damn.
Yep.
Baca
Get Baca the fuck up out of there.
Get him the fuck out of here. We gonna get rid of all this.
Yeah. Hey, birds of a vet. Like, and that's the thing. There's so, like, it really does. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody says. The people you keep around you say a lot about you. And if you really saw that nigga catch these charges and you were waiting for him to come home and you excited and you signed, nigga, well.
He said he'll declare it a holiday when he comes home.
Right? What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yay! My sex trafficker buddy.
It's been 9 years since he said that shit, and he's still with Baca.
Yeah.
Baca
Cooley, do you know anything about Drake trafficking women?
Baca and Beam are the first niggas I'm gonna take an L chain from. I'm going.
What OVO for? The other vaginal option?
Like I will say this on Discord. I do not mind saying that because I will fuck them up.
I don't even know what the fuck is Beam's like. I've never even seen a picture of the nigga. I just know that he exists and that he ghost writes for Drake.
Beam one of those niggas who think he's him and he's not. That's why I'm asking for him the whole time. That's why Kendrick called him out because Beam is basically trying to pit me, and I asked Kendrick to do that for me because Kendrick is not going to outright shout me out, but he's asking Beam. Cooley wants to see you, so do you want to do something with him? Because if not, then shut the fuck up talking to me. That's basically what he's saying. Because if him and Baca don't want to do nothing, then what do you think this war is about? Y'all are freaky ass niggas with bad charges on y'all, and this is some rap shit. And
did you see that video? It was of a dude who, I mean, had OVO in his name. Like he had, like, you know, followed by Drake. I can try and find it in a second. But he was on live or something, and he was like, you know, Cali niggas stay inside all summer. I was like, with like the heaviest Toronto accent. No one believes you.
That's their problem. Nobody believes that shit. Y'all are it's just like Kendrick said. It's massive manipulation. Nobody believes y'all. Nobody believes that shit. I said we are out. Everybody has been outside this whole time. Why? Nobody is scared of y'all. Like, who do y'all think y'all are? Like that's really my actual like problem with this. They keep acting like they tough. Nobody has did nothing to us. I said, what ain't nobody. People always act like Kendrick is like this like soft nigga, which is crazy to me because Kendrick is actually from the hood. Kendrick is just a nice dude.
Yeah.
Kendrick is a blood.
I had said this a few days ago. Drake's biggest issue is that he thinks every nigga's like him, that every nigga rolls like him is on the shit he owns. So whenever he's being weird and doing shit like that, he's like, y'all ain't with me? No, nigga, no, we even when Kendrick said, I'm sorry, I live a boring life, I love peace. Niggas ain't on the shit you own all the time. Everybody don't want to be famous, don't want to be up in everybody's spot. And that's how you get yourself in shit like this because you wanted to be hot, you wanted to be the big guy, and now look at you.
He's getting fucked up because not only is going up against a nigga just as big as him or bigger, you're going against up a nigga that is actually from the streets. Drake is not from the streets. Kendrick is a nice dude, but he's from the streets. Kendrick is like little brother that's from the hood. Kendrick is blood. That's why when he was talking about that shit on Family Ties, talking about you not from a real set. Yes, he is. Kendrick fools people with that black power shit. Kendrick is actually a street nigga. He's just like I give you an example of who Kendrick is. If Kendrick was from Chicago, he would be Lupe. People think Lupe is a nerd. Lupe is a fucking street nigga that rides skateboards. That is a street nigga from the hood. That is not a square nigga. Drake is who he's talking to.
But that's the thing. Drake's only metric of blackness is shit that he's seen from somebody else or on TV. So he thinks that you have to be.
Drake whole shit about black people is from the movies. He does not know who he's talking to. That's when Top and Punch and Daylight started talking to him, he backed out. He was like, oh shit. Yes, nigga, you do not know who you talking to. Kendrick is not a fucking lame little short nigga from the hood. He is a little short nigga, but that is a West Side blood from LA. Just like
Drake
Luke
has just been pretending to be the black dude in the room since they paid him to do it on Degrassi.
Well, the thing is, he's an actor. That's always been his vibe, you know. And
Drake is the best acting role of Aubrey Graham's life. Drake is his biggest acting role since Degrassi.
Yeah, it's fact.
I watched Degrassi as a kid because like all my siblings were older, you know. So I watched him on that show before I knew him as Drake, and I was like first time I heard him on started from the bottom, I was like, is that the same nigga?
Yeah, it's crazy. Listen to the transformation from Drake. Is because there's so many young people on the internet, so it's like it gets new information and new minds. But it's like I remember when we was clowning on Drake for being a bitch. Like we clowned on Drake his entire career.
Bro, I'm like 23 years old. I can remember Best I Ever Had and thinking that shit was corny when it came out on my fucking iPod Nano.
Bro, I was in fucking downtown Atlanta by Lenox Mall. First time I heard fucking started from the bottom. My brother, who's like 10 years older than me, was like, that nigga did not start from nobody's bottom. What is he talking about?
Yeah, I was like, what is he talking about? Like, my nigga, you was on TV. Like the fuck for multiple seasons. How you gonna be talking about you
in an entirely white Jewish family? You were not hurting for shit.
Sure.
Like your first meeting of blackness was talking to your pappy on the phone, but he wouldn't come see you. So I'm just and then he tried to claim fucking Memphis a little bit because of his daddy. No, you can't do that.
To me, the funniest shit was when he went to the UK and came up with a British accent.
That shit was stupid.
That shit had me dying. I was like, "Who the fuck is this nigga?" Like,
And that's what I'm saying. Like he acts all like he's from London and shit, and he's rolling with Skepta and all that, and then that Dutchavelli shit happens, and
dropped his
now
ass.
now it's like
Damn.
him and Skepta don't know each other.
Oh, fuck Dutchavelli, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. All right.
I'm on
Cool.
all these.
Look, bro, you're finna enter on our like tinfoil hat shit, our conspiracy reader blind shit.
Yeah, I've been feeding info to someone who says that he's got
Because I've been
connections to
reading
Kendrick's camp.
I saw
So
the Dutchavelli shit a year
I
and a
know that
half
I know
ago.
they've been
Because
seeing what we're doing.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. I've been reading the website CDAN. I've been on that shit since 2019, just from like other celebrity shit. So I've been seeing the shit about Dutchavelli and even fucking Stefflon Don, which niggas forget that's literally his sister.
Gang
Niggas
Diggs
forget.
and
Niggas forget.
fucking Solo 45 and
Yep.
all them.
Yeah, well, no, even the shit about Stefflon Don, Dutchavelli, and Drake, that shit been on CDAN since 2020. That's not even new to the blinds, at least.
I got one more question left for me, and I'm finna get off. What y'all got?
Do you know anything about that Dutchavelli shit? You got anything on that?
Nope, I just know he a bitch. But yeah, I want to see Beam. If any of y'all if y'all catch Beam tweeting anywhere, please tell me. Please, for the
Yeah,
love
we'll
of
tag you in here. We see anything being related, we got you.
yes,
We've been here all day.
We'll start making beam site set. I got a beam on beam right now.
And you can like stay in the server and just like anytime you want, just like talk about how you want to get on voice call. We down, absolutely.
Okay, bet.